All right, so I'm Scared Panda here with Ithaca Hawk, looking at this match of Exodunks versus Offline. We've got, it looks like we've got Offline in red and Exodunks in blue, and they should be starting momentarily. Now, what do you think is going to be the best ship to take a look at right off the bat?
I think we should keep an eye on the Slasher. He's come in at pretty much on 10, so he intends to just get in about probably the Rogue on the other side. Again, the Rogue is only 10k from the beacon as well. I think immediately just keep an eye on that Slasher. He's likely to just burn in, get a tight orbit around that Rogue, and see how long he can survive there. If Wassa in the Hurricane is clever though, he is sitting 30 off, and so if that Slasher starts to orbit that Rogue, he might be able to just get a few pot shots off and kill him. So we'll see as the match is underway now.
Now we're definitely gonna want to make sure to see, who is moving around to take down, or if they can potentially take down any of these, bigger ships.
Yeah, that Slasher has immediately gone in and he's got tackle on that Rogue, just pinning that Rogue down, keeping him away from the Tempest and the Ferrex of the offline team, which is a pretty solid move. Now we just need to see how long that Slasher can survive. He's got that little AB, so he's got tiny sig, but that Hurricane is 30k off of him, which is pretty much in perfect artillery volley range. And you can see those hits just hitting hard, way into low shield, and the reps from the Osprey landing just in time behind those slow volleys of that artillery.
Now it looks like, everybody is kind of taking, paying attention to the Slasher while it looks like oh my gosh, I can't see. The Tempest is trying to move closer and closer to Exodunks. So he might be trying to catch someone over there behind.
Yeah, so he might be going in to try and catch that scythe. It looks like he's heading up for the Hurricane, which is covered in shield bots at the moment. So if he can get up there and get tackle on that Hurricane while the Rock is pinned down near the start of the match, he can first of all put a lot of damage down on that Cane, but second of all he can smart bomb off all those rep bots. It's a big deal because that's a huge part of their tank. Now the Tempest is taking damage probably from that Hurricane, which has just now ignoring the Slasher. He's decided he cannot break him. Has to try and focus on this Tempest, and you can see Wassa in the Hurricane just burning away as fast as he can from that Tempest as it closes in. It looks like he's just managed to get away in pull range without getting caught.
And it looks like, that Rogue is getting neutered out. It may or may not be, may not be a big deal right now, but it could in, just a short amount of time. But it looks like the Tempest is actually out of rep range, so that could be a bad thing for offline.
Yeah, so he's still chasing down, but he's now been got by that Cormorant. He's got the newts on that Cormorant. He's just going to be slowly working on him. The Thrasher, which has been re-seaboing, the Cormorant's been re-seaboing the Hurricane, hit the other team, but the Hurricane is now starting to go down, so he's going into low into hull. And once he goes down, that'll be a very large chunk of damage gone from the Exodunks team. Now, that Rock still pinned down by that Slasher is just being neutered at the moment, so he can't get up to help his friends. He's just basically he's being ignored.
And the Hurricane's down, and the Thrasher may go down pretty quickly if he loses any of his reps.
Yeah, so currently Hugh Lightbender in the Osprey is just doing a hero's job keeping the rest of his team alive. He does a great job with that Slasher there on keeping him up. He's doing a great job now with that Thrasher.
Down.
Yeah, so that Cormorant just been volleyed off the field. The Tempest going into low shield. I haven't seen him boost for a while, so I'm not sure if he's out of charges or has just been conserving them for now, hoping to get reps off the Osprey. He is starting to regenerate some shield, but it is pretty tight. That Roke is still close, actually. He is approaching up to that Tempest, and the two of them are almost on top of each other. So, not really the place you want to be if you're a Roke. You're a Tempest. You don't want to be next to a Roke.
That's true, but the Slasher did kind of do a great job keeping the Roke down. It still is doing a great job making sure that it stays alive, because it was iffy there right at the beginning and just kind of blew the Roke out of the water.
Yeah, I don't think offline would be in such a good position that they're in just now if it wasn't for that slasher, to be honest. If they'd picked the more conventional tackle frigates, then I think the Hurricane would have been able to apply a lot better damage, and that Rook would have broke free, it would have come up, it would have got heavy tackle on that Tempest, and we'd just see it getting chewed through. But that little slasher with its AB and its tiny sig has just been able to pin that Rook down and just prevent it from getting in and just applying its damage. Although we are seeing the Scythe start to go down now as well from the damage from that Tempest.
Yeah, it's quickly going down while, everybody else, on.
Yeah, if offline played as well, they might be able to actually pull out the second domination victory we've seen today and get the 4 points, which is it could be a big deal. Again, that one extra point can just carry you a little bit higher through the tournaments as the weeks progress. The Osprey is taking heavy damage, but he is boosting, and it's just a case of can he survive long enough before he runs out of charges? Can they get that Rook down? Can the Osprey survive? He is struggling.
And with the Merlin going down, it's 5v1 right now, and he might be able to last a little while, but that doesn't mean that, he's won this match.
Yeah, it may be 5v1, but that one is a Rook, and the Rook is a strong ship, so that ship is able to do a huge amount of DPS. It's got tackle, it's got its own boosters, it's more a case of they're not stuck in here with it.
True. But, it is getting completely neutered out. It's got no attack at this point, so, we can see what it can do in this time.
Yeah, I think this match goes to, we spoke about it before, but the meta for the picks and ban stage is incredibly important. Being able to come up with a comp and then get that through the pick and ban stage and then execute it, it's just another level you don't really see in the AT because you don't see what your opponents are picking. You don't have this back and forth that you do here. And that was actually
we lost the Thrasher.
They didn't get the domination victory. That's Thrasher just failing to stay alive, costing his team 1 point. The Rogue hero getting his team 1 more point by just not having a domination loss.
But it does look like that Pandy did not like it too much, so they kind of shot back with some damage with a vengeance, and the Rogue is now down.
So once again, you can stop the Rogue, and we will pass it back to the studio.